So I feel like a lot of women actually miss out on the opportunity to be accountable to themselves. And you end up losing your man or your husband's respect in the process. You spend so much time running away from this feeling of being perceived as a bad person that you actually continue to be a bad person because you fail to correct the things that you're doing wrong. And because you fail to correct those things, your man stops respecting you. Now I'm going to throw you an olive branch. I do get why you guys run away from the feeling. It's because of the contrast in the realities we live in. Like for men, we live in for you live in a world where because you are the weaker species, the power you have is in the way that people feel internally about you. You're not built for aggression and conquering. You know, for most men, if nobody likes us, it's like, all right, whatever, I'm going to conquer the world. You don't like me anyway. That's not really how women are built. And once you take away the feeling of I adore this person or I just feel sorry for them, it leaves you in a very vulnerable position in the world. And so I get why, like for you, it's advantageous to do everything in your power for this man not to see you as a bad person or a person that you can't trust. But the thing that you miss out on is that men do not mind when other people mess up. We're not looking for a person who never makes a mistake. And I'm gonna tell you why. Men live in a world where we have to produce in order to have value. Like the way people feel about us is based on what we can provide. It's a sucky reality, but it's just a burden that we have to carry. And so what we end up valuing are the things that help somebody produce better and faster. And one of those things is the ability to see where you made an error and quickly correct it. Not somebody who just does everything right, but even if you look at sports teams, it's like somebody fucks up, you go get on your teammate real quick, like, man, here's what you did, right? And then you see the next play, he does everything right, and he makes the play, and everyone's excited. Like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, because that is a trustworthy person who you can depend on to make a correction fast, so that we can all win. Because the burden that we carry in this life is just ensuring survival, which is a very difficult task. I mean, I know we live in a world full of technology and convenience, but at the end of the day, like everything really falls on men for survival. And so we value the things in a person that makes them a good teammate to help us carry that burden. So when you continue to think it's funny to not apologize to your man or your husband or whatever man you're dealing with, he sees you as an untrustworthy person who's not worthy of being a teammate. Maybe he feels bad for you because you're a woman, you're soft, you're pretty. So in some ways, like he tries to give you this presumption of innocence or whatever. But deep down, like you keep cutting this man, and he's at some point he's like, man, I can't trust this person because they're gonna keep doing it again, and they don't even see what they're doing wrong. So it would be in your best interest to start acknowledging when you're being a piece of shit and correct it fast. Like not, hey, I did this because you did that. I mean, in some cases, like you got to work that out. You know what I mean? Some people do provoke you in certain stuff, but like just being able to acknowledge, like, hey, despite however you may felt or whatever you may say, like I did this and I was wrong, and I'm going to do my best not to do this anymore. Watch the respect you have from your man soar, and you'd be amazed at how men treat people that they respect. So